coronation of kings in Nigeria and the whole of Africa has always been marked with pomp and pageantry. The rich culture of the celebrating kingdom is usually on full display in honor of the king and for the pleasure of the visitors. The coronation of the new Olu of Warri was no different, only this time social media and the current push by the Nigerian youth for new generation leaders gave the ceremony more significance. The rites and rituals were performed in the Olu's palace by royal bearers. The incoming ruler of one of Nigeria's oil-rich kingdom was cheered by his people on Saturday, 21st of August 2021, as he was officially crowned King of the Warri Kingdom. Thousands of people gathered in the streets, the balconies, and the rooftops to watch the new king perform the ritual procession. Born April 2, 1984, the 37-year-old Prince Oriseshola Emiko, who by descent is the Ogiame Atuwashe III, is a U.S.-trained political scientist and businessman. He is the son of late King Godwin Torisheju Emiko, who was the late Ogiame Atuwashe II, and he ruled between the year 1987 and the year 2015.
By the special grace of God, we have the privilege to introduce a new pair of gold and silver crowns to the already rich and beautiful history of the attire of the Olu of Warri. And as the progression of our crown is symbolic for all to see, from coral to silver and now to gold, so shall there be a spiritual, physical, social, and economic manifestation of the progress of our kingdom and our people.
Like many royal succession stories, the Olu of Warri's road to ascending the throne was not a smooth one. He had his fair share of rejection in a kingship tussle that lasted a while. Prince Oriseshola was not heir to the immediate past king. The late King Ogiame Ikenwoli Emiko was his uncle. After the 20th Olu of Warri, Ogiame Ikenwoli passed away on the 12th of December 2020. There was a tussle within the royal family for his replacement. While one group supported the emergence of Shola Emiko, who is the eldest son of the 19th Olu of Warri, the other group, led by Ayiri Emami, the traditional prime minister of the kingdom, wanted Onyowuli Emiko, who is the eldest son of the immediate past king, to ascend the throne. Ayiri Emami therefore filed a suit challenging the succession plan to the throne, while Onyowuli instituted a legal action challenging the emergence of Shola Emiko as the new king. A few days before the coronation, the king's crown disappeared. The police declared two princes in the kingdom wanted. According to the police, 30-year-old Onyowuli Emiko and 27-year-old Omashuli Emiko allegedly broke into the secret apartment of the Royal Majesty Olu of Warri to steal the royal crown.
I, Ogiame Atuwashe III, the 21st Olu of Warri, the first son of Olu Atuwashe II, the grandson and direct descendant of Olu Erejiwa II, who was offended on this throne, I hereby reverse the curse placed over this land. In its place, I release forgiveness and healing to the federal government of Nigeria, whose might was used to propagate that offense. And I decree unprecedented and uncommon peace, prosperity, progress, development upon this land. I bring down the government of heaven onto this land, and I direct it to flow as a force that can neither be sabotaged, slowed, nor stopped.
King Omoshola Emiko, in an interview before his coronation, informed the public that the said crown has now been replaced with a more befitting one and will be used for the coronation. In an emotional display of gratitude, His Royal Majesty Atuwashe III gave glory to God for his successful ascension to the throne. Some people say that his display of emotion is beneath the throne of the Olu of Warri, which by category is a first-class king in Nigeria. It is worthy of note that the new king is a young leader, and as a young leader, he is intelligent, smart, well-spoken, and is not afraid to show his emotion. While the 21st Olu of Warri is young and vibrant to the delight of his people, history shows that the seat of the Olu has always been graced mostly by young, vibrant men of the royal families. Oba Ginwa, who is on record as the first Olu of Warri, was crowned in his 30s, Oba Ogburu in his 20s, Oba Irame in his 40s, Oba Ojuluwa in his early 20s, Oba Isijie in his late 20s, Oba Torungboye was 28, Oba Atuwashe I was 43, Oba Obanigere was 11, Oba Omoiri was 31, Oba Abejoye 27, Oba Kenjoye was 8, Oba Omagboye was 4, Oba Kengbuyi was 4, Oba Tubuwa was 26, Oba Irejuwa I 35, Oba Kebua 53, Oba Iteregno was 87, Oba Ginwa II was 13, Oba Gemisi Emiko was 77, Oba Torisheju Emiko was 70, Oba Godfrey Emiko was 65. The Kingdom of Warri is home to 3 ethnic groups, the Urhobos, Itsekiri, and the Ijaws. The Olu rules over only all Itsekiris living in Warri, and in recent times is also king to every Itsekiri descendant across the globe. The seat of the Olu of Warri was established in the late 1840s and is traditionally occupied by men of Itsekiri origin. King Oriseshola Emiko is an alumni of Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio, where some of the faculty, staff, and students have championed researches and pioneered inventions, where some of the faculty, staff, and students have championed researches and pioneered inventions that are beneficial to the world. It is the hope of many that his reign will impact the socio-economic life of the Itsekiri people. All hail the king, Omoshola Emiko.